honeys, welcome back to This Is What I Do. This is your girl Z, and today we are going to be doing an office introduction just to show the legitimacy of the business. We're going to get to that, and we are going to get to that right now. So first up is the sewing department, which is being run by me. This is basically my office, and this is where I basically do my basic sewing. So first up in my office, I've got this table right here. This was not initially mine. This was basically my kids' table. I figured it's taking a lot of space in their room and they don't actually need it. So I took it and placed it here. It is quite small for a person who does who does sewing. I'm gonna have it extended when the time is right. As you can see, I've placed this paper on top of it just to cover up all the colorful drawings and paints and stuff. So yeah, it's quite handy and it does the job. So secondly, I've got this vegetable rack over here. This is where I basically place my threads, and there is this machine. This one right here is called an industrial straight sewing machine. As you can see, the brand name is Singer. There is little to no limit when it comes to what this machine can do. I'm talking your mass production in terms of garment. I'm talking your curtains. I'm talking your duvets. I'm talking basically anything that you can actually get a chance to do. This machine does a lot of things, which brings me to a decision that I have not taken yet. I haven't actually decided whether my specialty will be bedding or fashion, or a little bit of both. But I think when the time is right, God will definitely help me to figure out what is it that I'm gonna do. Otherwise, I have also this thing over here. Bucket. It's not a bucket because it's got holes in it. So yeah, so I just place these things over here, like scissors, tools, sharp tools that I use, for my sewing. And also recently I received this piping tool over here. So I placed an order for this before COVID-19 started. It took forever to get here. So now that it's here, I can't really wait to take it for a spin. I think it does some really nice trimming on the edges. And also I've got this giant piece of wood over here that is sitting in the middle of my office. It's unrefined, it is not perfect, but this one, guys, it solved a huge problem of mine. I've had to kneel all the way down to the floor whenever a customer had to come for resizes. So now it saved me a lot of trouble and a whole lot of embarrassment. So yeah, and then we come here to this white boy right here. This is called an industrial 4-threader overlocking machine. Yes, so what this machine does basically, okay, first up, this machine is called an industrial overlocking machine, a 4-threader based on these 4 threads that you're gonna have to put here. This 4-threader overlocking machine does not replace a sewing machine. This one's primary function is to clean finish a raw edge, giving the project a professional and a very nice feeling and a good look by edging or hemming or seaming. This has built-in blades. This has built-in blades which also trims off excess fabric along the edges to prevent fraying. So this machine is quite nice to have, you know. And I've got this bookshelf right here. This is where I basically store my raw material that I have not used and I'm planning to use. This one I do and sew up my ponchos with, and I like to keep this traditional fabric around just for customers who are in love with traditional dressing. You know, I'm trying to get them and keep them here so that my customers will not have to travel far away. These are basically 6-meter yards. Different types of fabrics here. Let me just quickly open this one up for you. You can see this. These are 6-meter yards. This fabric is very nice. It does not, the color on this one does not actually fade away. Wash after wash, it stays the same. And it's very long, so you can design a dress that is big, which is quite awesome. Just place this here. And then over here, I've got my mini office, as you can see. Basically, this is our first computer that we've had, and it crashed and then it burnt, but we got it fixed up, refurbished, obviously. But yeah, so I do my paperwork here whenever I feel like it's super crowded on that side. So here, guys, as you can see, I've got some material, basically some tools lying around. This right here, there is currently a project that is taking place in our community. So our company, because it's an SMME, is partaking as well. So these are the things that SMMEs should actually get themselves engaged with, because this over here is actually good for your company's cash flow, you know. But there is no way you can find out what is happening or which project is going to come in your community if you don't attend community meetings. That is where everything, all the news gets disclosed. So what you want to do is attend community meetings. You know, if there's upcoming projects that are going to be taking place within your communities, then you can just go and apply as well. That is what you can do. So we are done in my office. We are now going to go to the printing department, which is not being run by me, it's run by my partner. We are going to go there now. We are going to go there now and just take a look. Awesome. Welcome to the printing department. As you can see, this is called the printing office. It's not being run by me, it's being run by my partner. So if you want to run a business that is professional, you might want to think about this setup right here. Basically what we do here is whereby we run our administration work. These are some of the things that some of the services that we currently provide in our company, which is graphic design, branding, internet cafe, and we also do fashion design, as you saw what I showed you in my office. So in order for you to have, we also have other non-product based services that we provide, which are your company registrations, your tax clearances, your BEE, and everything else that has to do with company documentations. We do that as well. So in order for you to have a desktop, you don't have to actually go for something that is super expensive for you. You don't have to have a computer that is from the same brand name. You can get something that you feel that is affordable for you. As you can see, our setup right here, basically the keyboard and the mouse is Volcano, and the screen is Lenovo, and our motherboard over here is Dell, and then we've got a Epson printer, and a Canon printer. So right here, first up is our sublimation printer. Over here, I don't know if you guys can see properly. It prints both on normal papers and on special papers. These paper sheets over here. So to those who don't know what sublimation printing is, let me just quickly grab a t-shirt for an example. So we've got this t-shirt right here. As you can see, it's not neat because it was for practice purposes, if I may say. But this Mickey Mouse over here is looking very happy. So basically what a sublimation printer is basically, it basically uses heat to bring ink and fabric together as one. First we do the design over there and gets printed into this paper right here. The inks that are used turn into gas when brought under heat, then combine with the fabric and permanently print onto fabric, and then it comes up like this. This you can wash as many times as you want. The color doesn't fade away. As you can see, it's not a material that is printed onto or over or on top of the garment or the fabric. It's actually incorporated with the material. As you can see, I'm holding it and I'm rubbing it together. That is how sublimation works. So we're gonna move over here. We've got our normal black and white printer. This prints basically your normal papers in black and white. And if you're also trying to go professional, you're gonna have to have a filing system. This right here for us works. I don't know how you feel about having it set up like this, but yeah, we file our papers on files like this and we store them here in this filing cabinet. You can choose whatever works for you. So over here we've got, obviously to those who are in t-shirt printing business, they know what this bad boy over here is. This is called a vinyl cutter. So basically we do the designs over there, and this machine over here, it cuts the vinyl. This right here is the vinyl. We've got different types of vinyl. Just grab maybe another one. There's this one. There are many different types of vinyl. So it's not necessary just one. And then when it's done cutting, obviously we're gonna have to clean it up, and then we place it on top of your t-shirt, and then we do the heat press now. So this one over here is called a heat press machine. This is very hot, you really don't want to mess with it. So this right here is basically a single function heat press, whereas on this one's case is basically a 5-in-1 heat press. I don't know if you guys can see. So what this one does, obviously it will heat press your normal t-shirts or anything else that you want printed out, and then it does your cups, your beanies, your plates, your caps as well. So this is basically a 5-in-1, and this is a single function heat presses. They do basically almost the same job. So obviously there was no way we were gonna miss out on one of the world's most highly demanded piece of cloth, which are your face masks. Obviously we do different types of face masks, and we print them out as well, depending on what the customer prefers. So for adults, they like to print out either their names, their initials, or their nicknames. And for kids, parents request that we print out their kids' names, their school names, and their grades, mainly to help the teachers when the masks get missing. And also if you have a large family and you have masks that looks the same, this can actually help identify them, because you'd find that maybe one child lost the mask and then they take the other kid's mask because they don't have names on it. So this actually helps to keep track as to whose mask is lost, so that also kids don't have to repeat, use other kids' masks. Right here. So now we're gonna have to move right here. These right here are called ponchos. We do them ourselves. We have both kiddies and adults ponchos with different designs on the neck. This one is a kiddies. It's quite warm. It's actually quite fun to have. Very stylish. It goes basically with almost everything. It's something that you might have to have in a wardrobe, because on one of those chilly days where it's actually cold but not too cold, you can just put this on and be warm but not be too warm. And this one as well, different types. These guys, I do them myself. It took me a long time to actually learn how to sew them up, but yeah, I finally did. So I just keep these lying around for customers for when they want to see and stuff like that. So we don't normally print out t-shirts and keep them around. We do them on a customer's request, but these here are just lying around for display. As you can see, different types of printing. This one over here is called 1260 Vibes. 1260 Vibes is currently trending from the place that we are currently residing in. So let me just quickly get this hoodie down for you guys. Customers love this type of design. As you can see, the 1260 Vibes is basically a sabi coat. As you can see, I don't know if the camera can show you guys what is actually written here. Sabi is one of them forever loved tourist destinations as well. So people come to Sabi for different types of fun. We've got lots of waterfalls here. Bikers loves Sabi. They come here in numbers. I don't know what they do here, but they love coming to Sabi, going past pilgrims and passport. I don't know what they do there, but yeah. So this, guys, is basically a must-have for travelers. This can be your souvenir. This can be a traveler's collector's items. You know, for people who like to travel, you know, just go back to your families and say, I was at Sabi and see what I got for myself. So the Sabi code will serve as proof. You know, just when you go to maybe Durban and you buy those t-shirts that are written, I love Durban. So this is one of those items that you can collect for yourself. So I've got another hoodie here that I can quickly show you. Yeah, the material, guys, that we use doesn't actually come out or fall out of your t-shirt or whatever else we printed on. It stays on wash after wash. The color doesn't fade away as well. So it's actually quite fun. Other customers, they prefer name writing, basically, like this one. Her name is Sanele. She wanted her name to be written on the side of the sleeve, which is quite cool. Basically, we design whatever customers want. We do not discriminate, but these are just for example purposes. I hope you guys like it. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you liked my office tour. I hope you liked my office setup. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also help it grow by sharing it with your friends and family. Otherwise, this is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet again.